It's only a closet, and we are back with our host, Wendy Scott from Timeless Closets and Cabinetry. Excited to have her here, and she has a very special guest today. I'll just tell you, it's Carla Loper from Wine Storage Solutions. We're going to talk to her about the work she does and beautiful work at Kessick Wine Storage Systems. Before that, Wendy, welcome. Excited to have you back here. Exciting to be here for your series. Tell us a little bit about what's in store for us in the closet today.
Okay, Wendy Scott from Timeless Closets and Cabinetry, and you can get me at wendy@timelesscc.com or Timeless Closets and Cabinetry on all social media platforms. And today, we always say it's only a closet. We do so much more.
Yep.
And I know, well, I don't know Carla personally, only chatted a few times on the phone, but I know her company, Kessick Wine, because they always win awards at the Closet Conference, and it makes me very sad because I can't. So now I have a wine project, and I need to know more. So here is Carla.
Hi, Carla.
Hello.
How are
Good to
you?
see you guys. Thank you
Great.
for inviting me.
Thanks so much.
Excited to
Please,
talk about.
oh,
Go ahead.
yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is you do, Kessler.
Kessick.
So
Yes, thank
our
you.
company, Kessick Wine Cellars, we actually design and manufacture custom wine rooms, wine walls, any kind of wine storage that your client may need. Um, we are wholesale to the trades only, so we really work a lot with the closet industry, kitchen and bath, and then our wine cellar professionals. So we don't work with homeowners, we work with design professionals.
Excuse me, like Miss Wendy herself. And people are
That's
Yes.
right.
incorporating this all over their homes. I mean, it's beautiful. Tell us the website, how we can find you and the company.
So our website is Kessick, Kessick.com. You can reach me at Carla, Carla, at Kessick.com. And check out our Instagram, excuse me, Kessick Wine Cellars. Sorry, in order to see just some of our completed projects.
Oh my goodness, Wendy. So now how did the two of you connect originally? What was the connection point for you?
So I know the company through the ACSP and through the Closet Conference. And because I was working on a project and I know I needed to learn more, I messaged my sales rep and said, "Hey, what about being on the podcast?" And that's how we were given to Carla because she is the number one gal.
Amazing. All right. Well, I'm on your website and I'm looking at some amazing wine cabinetry here. And let me just ask, just a little bit about your background and how, you got here.
So we have been in business. We're going up on our 20th year. It was basically a very niche market at the time that we started the company. We are family owned, family operated. I own it with my two brothers. And actually my husband and all four of us work together every day. So we're very involved in what we do in every aspect of it. And it's grown. This industry has grown from just tiny little companies around, also a lot of um, just cabinet shops doing wine storage, just wood only, or you would have hardware companies that would sell wine hardware. And it's just evolved. So sorry. So what you can get now is so much more than what was available when we first went into this business 20 years ago.
And do
Seeing
you,
like
oh, go
really
ahead.
cool things like feature walls and like fun stuff that's just like amazing, like interior designers doing small pieces. I saw once where it was a Toll Brothers home and they just had one wall in the dining room that was just filled with stone and wine pegs.
Wow.
So there's so
Yes.
much more than just like the regular wine storage out there. And you do all of that, right, Carla?
So we do all of the designing and the manufacturing of anything that you see on our website or our Instagram. We have designed it and we have manufactured it. And we've really pushed the envelope of what is out there. We're very big into design. Robert he's really the founding owner, and I can't get him to stop producing. It's like product development constantly, but it's really pushed our company to be able to offer just whatever it is that your client's looking for. Like you said, we do anything from like a wine panel to, 9,000 bottle wine storage in a hospitality environment. So pretty much whatever it is, whether it's traditional or very contemporary, or what's really popular now is a mixture of the two. That's what's so good about what we do. We don't do one thing or the other, we do it all. So it's exciting.
You said something really cool, yeah, fun yesterday. You said that there was a difference between the hobbyist or the people who drink their collection versus true collectors. I think I'd be a drinking collector.
I'm with you, Wendy.
Yes.
I wish we had this
Most
at 5 o'clock. We could have all had glasses of
I
wine
know,
at the
right?
same
I got
time.
coffee for now. That's as good as it gets.
Yes. And
So,
now, honestly, most people are hobbyists. If you look at the sheer number of people that are putting wine storage in their homes, now wine storage is going in just as just a standard feature in a lot of homes today. And those are hobbyists. And then you have your, not rare, but really not that common person that's buying for true storage, which would be over 1,500 bottles, and they need to store it in a different way than a hobbyist does. A hobbyist
what
wants
is
to
the
show off their
difference?
wine
Yeah.
So, what is
pretty
the difference
much.
between the two and their storage way?
So a true collector is going to have a lot of wine. They are bringing wine in that they know they're never going to drink. They just enjoy the collection of it, and they want to and they need to store it in a way that will last for many many years. So usually that's in a more of a secluded room. The climate control is very important. Whereas a hobbyist, they're drinking their wine. They have 200 or 300 bottles, maybe some 50 or 100 bottles, and they have it right in the center of the home. They want easy access to it, and they want to show it off. It's a social thing.
Yeah.
Get together with friends, and your wine is just displayed beautifully, and it's just fun for people.
Well,
That leads me to the next question so if they're displaying it, what are the trends that you're seeing? Like what's hot right now and what do you see coming?
So what's hot right now? Oh, there's a lot of metal combined with wood that's going on right now. Right in the center of the home, whether it's a wine wall that separates two rooms or in your industry, I see a lot of conversion. So we'll take a old pantry and we will repurpose it and make a really cool little wine room or a closet. We see that a good bit, and it's just making area space that just wasn't really needed or functional into something that can be used and showed off. Put glass in front of it, even if you don't do climate control, which some people don't need it. They keep their house at 70 degrees year round, and they're not worried about their collection going bad because they're drinking through their collection. So they might not even have refrigeration. They might just put it behind glass just for the beauty of it.
I was going to
We have
ask,
we have
what is the correct temperature to store? And do you need reds in a separate wine cellar area compared to whites, or is there an overall that you could keep them both in together?
So you do store whites and reds differently. A white needs to be at refrigeration temperature, whereas a red, there's a lot of debate in the industry about the perfect temperature for your wine. If you are a true collector, you're going to keep your wine at 55 degrees. If you are a hobbyist, that's really not needed. As long as the temperature is consistent, then your wine is going to be fine. What you don't want is you don't want your wine going up and down 5 degrees every day. You want it to be the same temperature all the time, and your wine will last for many years.
And when
Would
I think traditional wine cellars and closets that you're doing, I call them wine closets now because I'm combining you and Wendy. But I always think of that dark wood. But I'm seeing more different trends. Like I'm on your website, and I see a lot of like see-through glass now, right? And just shelving, not that dark mahogany wood, even though there's both. And one thing I'm impressed about is I saw a picture on your website earlier of you have a wine cellar that's actually like under a staircase that's built into the wall.
That's a very big trend right now.
Huh.
Um,
That's
Like you
nice.
said, the acrylic, the clear, uh, so that your bottle looks like it's kind of like floating in the
Floating. Yeah,
center.
yeah, yeah. I see
Yeah,
that at a lot of the
blue.
fancy restaurants.
Yes, yes. So what you're doing is you're focusing on that label, and they make
Okay.
labels so beautifully. And so what you're doing is you're looking at that bottle instead of the wine storage around it, and that is definitely a trend. Under the stairs is very popular. It's unused space, and you can do some really amazing things um, in a in a contemporary way, not the traditional, like you say, the heavy wood. Another thing that's really trending right now is wine enclosures. So not everybody wants to do a room build out
Okay.
or have construction going on in their home. So we have a new product it's basically a 20-inch depth. It's surrounded in glass, and it's a wine enclosure with the refrigeration, so you can keep it, 65 degrees, and you don't have to do anything in your home to make that happen. You just have to have a space for it. And what goes in these enclosures is whatever you want. You can lean, contemporary, transitional, and even some wood we're putting in them.
What is the most popular metal color that you're working with right now?
Well, we've gone through, I mean, this trend's big time. In 2020, 2021, it was gold, gold, gold. Everybody was loving it. And I think that gold is here to stay. I don't think it's going out. But right now we're back to black,
Mm-mm.
black everywhere.
Interesting.
And yeah,
And you work with the leather a lot as well. Are you seeing a specific color in leather?
double shagreen.
All shagreen. She works
Yeah.
with Ecodomo, Jill.
Oh, yes.
We've done some
Beautiful.
amazing
Well,
projects with Ecodomo leather doing wine panels. So,
hmm.
which again, wine panels is another trend. It's, it goes right on your wall. And so it takes up no space. You can make your panel out of leather, wood,
Wow.
any of these amazing substrates like high gloss panels, textured panels, whatever it is that your room wants,
Yeah.
a wine panel can accommodate.
Yeah. Well, also, I noticed like the lighting. I mean, like you're very similar, you and Wendy, all about the lighting in the closets, in the wine cabinetry. I mean, beautiful, right? And we're seeing a lot of that. I remember back in the day, there wasn't lighting with our wine cellars. My old neighbors, we're talking 20, 30 years ago, it was just a dark room, right? And now you guys have such beautiful lighting elements you add to it as well.
In the wine industry, it's the LED light has changed everything because it doesn't heat up like the traditional lighting that was used before. So even though LED lighting does heat a little, you can have it in your wine storage without worrying about the lights heating up your wine. And it's easy. Everybody lights everywhere. We um, rarely put out a project without heavy lighting. That's what people want.
It's
Yeah.
basically the new artwork
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
is the wine wall or the wine storage.
Right. And we have a line called Wine as Art. And we actually rolled this line out many years ago before it started trending. And maybe it started trending somewhat because of Kessick, but that was our idea. The wine bottle is so beautiful. It is a piece of art. So let's display our wine that way, which is where we came up with Wine as Art. We actually, the closet industry does use the Wine as Art panel a good deal because it's easy. Um, and it's more than easy. It's so flexible. You can do so many different things with it, whether it's under the stairs or huge wine panels, and being able to choose whatever panel you want just makes a big difference.
So just to clarify, since I know we're not looking at it, but I can do a share screen if you want. The wine panel would be the wall of leather or the sheet, and then the pegs or different or parallels affixed to it to create that wall piece, correct?
That's right. It's just a 3/4 inch panel, whether it is out of wood or leather. And then you can use wine hardware to, every panel can be different. You can have mixed your label view with your neck out. You can have just row after row of the label view to get just all you're seeing is that wine label and then a lot of people, if they want capacity, they'll do a neck out version because you can get a lot more wine in a square foot than with the label view. And then they're mixing them. So you might have, neck out, top and bottom, and label view in the middle. It's just whatever your creativity can think of, that's what we can do with it. And that's, I think, why it's so popular.
Now you have two main lines, right? They're super custom. Each piece is made to your specs, and then you have the towers, which is the one I've been working with, where they're specific towers, so it's a little more cost friendly. But these are the cabinets that you're sticking with. Am I getting that right?
So we are a custom shop, and whatever somebody is looking for, we can do. But we have started bringing in not just with the Tower Series, which the Tower Series is a cabinetry line, wine cabinetry that is just semi-custom. So you can choose your different wood stains, 3 different widths, 2 different heights, but it's still standard. You can't go outside of those boundaries, but it's more economical. But even with our wine as art, we have a separate website, wineasart.com, where we have standard options available that are very affordable, even in the leather. And we are actually rolling out a catalog on live storage for both wine as art and a new all metal system that's been very popular.
And by the way, where are you based out of? And are you working with those nationwide or worldwide?
So we have done worldwide projects. We prefer to stay in the States. It's
Uh-huh.
just easier. But we are nationwide. Our big areas, California, Florida, Texas, New York, but all over the country.
And you're in North Carolina, South Carolina.
We are in South Carolina. Yes,
South
upstate Greenville, South Carolina. Beautiful area.
Wow. Well, some people look at this and say, wow, can I get, is this affordable? I look at, my son's godfather lives in Nashville, Tennessee, and he's the second largest private wine collector in the country. So when I tell you what his wine collection looks like and his area, his storage system is just amazing. But he did just move. I haven't seen what he's done yet, but I know he downsized so he doesn't have as many bottles. But there's something about just the look of that when you walk into a home, it's just so pristine. But some people might say, well, can I afford it, right? As you mentioned, there's 2 different lines, right? So someone like me probably could afford the fully customizable one. But is this something that people come to you and you can is it affordable in a sense to someone like me who's starting out who wants a little wine storage area?
Yes, absolutely. We have different lines that, I mean, it is a luxury product, but we have lines out there with the Wine is Art, the Tower series, and our new line that we are introducing in live storage and with our custom, which is Som series. It's a all metal system, which has been wildly popular. I actually have a system that we set up over here just to show some dealers, and I have a photo I could show. I thought the closet industry might be interested in the fact that we are putting out the live storage catalog, just because it makes it easy for you guys to design. I know closet, kitchen and bath, they like to do their own design work, but wine storage isn't simple for people, and we've tried to make it simple with these different product lines.
Live storage is a design program that a lot of closet companies use. So there's Closet Pro, Live Storage, KCD. There's a lot of different ones. So Live Storage is the one that she's created the catalog for. I faked it using another program and it was not easy. So the fact that you have this in a program, that's really tempting.
Yes, it is. I think it's going to be huge for the industry.
Will you be coming out with additional catalogs for other design programs, or are you sticking with live storage for now?
Well, this is our first one, and we have already been looking at others. So I think that is, we never stay still. We are always evolving and pushing the envelope. So I imagine that this is our first one of several.
What do you see coming down the pike for trends? What are you foreseeing?
Now, we have this industry has just brought in so much. I think that we're seeing a lot of all metal systems. I think that combining the wood and the metal, people really like that. They want to warm up the metal, but they still like that all metal look or a lot. I have a picture, I wouldn't mind showing
Oh,
you.
Yeah,
yeah,
hit the
please
share screen.
feel
Um,
free.
let me see.
And I also wanted to
Yeah, I
ask you,
have
I saw that you did, is it true you all did the wine storage system for 11 Madison Park in New York City?
sure did. That was a good one. That was a fun project.
Beautiful. Oh
Yes.
my
Yes.
goodness. That's amazing. That's a top restaurant. Wow.
Done, wine storage for, country clubs and restaurants all
Hmm.
over the country. And it's fun. Those we really enjoy doing those projects. And then just being able to go into the restaurants and to feel what other people feel, which
Yeah.
is like, wow, this is beautiful. It just
Hmm.
gives a certain feeling, like you said, when you walk into your father-in-law's wine room, it's
Yeah.
just there's something about it. I got distracted. Let me
That's okay.
show
Sorry, sorry. Yeah.
you. I'm going to show you something that is trending.
Cool.
Um, okay. You see this picture right here?
Oh,
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with the all metal system. So this, it's basically a pole system. You've seen many, us in the industry see this a good bit, but we have just added the Kessick touch to it, where we are adding the wood. This is actually a humidor, so it just warms up these systems. But this is something that is more affordable, and you can do multiple different towers to even create an entire room. But if you want this one wine station, you can do something like this picture that I'm showing here. It's got a little tasting station
Yeah.
and just enough wine, maybe
I
maybe
need this in
50
the
bottles
basement.
here.
I need this in
Does
my
it,
closet.
Jill,
I
we
know,
need room
right?
for shoes in yours.
I know.
Is the,
And that fancy decanter, I'd knock it over with the kids and the animals. Yeah, but okay.
so is it just the metal, Carla, or is it the back and the bottom as well?
So those are just all design options that can be
Okay.
added. We actually did this just as a part of, so we were creating a showroom piece. But then when
Okay.
we did it, we were like, wow, this would look great in a home.
This looks like the new European closets they're really sh pushing out now that are starting to show up.
Mhm.
Is this going to be specific sizes as well then?
So this comes, what we do, we're custom. So we can do anything, but there are, if you stay within the standards, we have three widths, 18 inches, 28 inches, and 42 inches. So it's basically, if it's a label view, it's one bottle wide, two bottles wide, or three bottles wide. And then also with the depth, you can do this neck out, or you can do this label view. So we have three bottles deep here. And all of these shelves are interchangeable. And this is just a couple of the options that we have. We also offer shelves. So even though this is a semi-custom line, in many ways, the design options are just
Is this
seemingly
on the
endless.
website now?
No,
Is this in
it
live
is
We got
not.
a
storage?
It
sneak
is
peek.
so our storage catalog, our song catalog comes out, I think the end of next month.
Okay.
So it will be on that catalog, or in that catalog. And then we're also going to roll out a wine is art, the wine panels as a catalog as well.
Are you going to be at
Um,
KBIS?
we are, and we are going to show a lot of this Some series. I just think it's going to be big in the industry.
I
All
need
right.
to be on the list
I'm
for this
excited about
catalog.
it.
We're running out of time, Jill.
I know. I apologize. We must go. We got a little bit of a late start today, but remind us how we can contact you both. And thank you for being here as well.
I'll go quick, so Carla can be last. Timeless Closets and Cabinetry for all social media platforms. Wendy at timelesscc.com and Carla.
Thank you guys so much for having me. You can reach us at kessick.com or our social media, Kessick Wine Cellars, phone number 864-297-1911. And to reach me personally, Carla, Carla at Kessick, Kessick.com.
And all of this will be on the website.
Great. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being here
guys.
today, and looking
Thanks,
forward to next
Carla.
week.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.